Roland Mumford with Mumford.law. What are some common questions or phrases that police use to get you to roll the window down? Now, for the most part, generally speaking, you are not required to roll your window all the way down during a traffic stop. However, there may be a particular statute prescribed in your state that may require you as a driver to roll it all the way down. Generally speaking, you are only required to roll it down sufficient to have effective communication with the officer. But very often, what will happen is if you don't row it all the way down, then they will ask you to step out of the vehicle on a false pretense of officer safety, citing Pennsylvania versus Mims. Here are 8 common ways that they may try to trick you to get you to row your window down. Number 1, they'll say to you, "I can't hear you. Can you roll the window down a little more?" This is probably the most common and seemingly innocent request. It's based on communication needs, but also allows the officer to see and smell more clearly. Clearly, what they're trying to do when they want you to roll your window down is either to see if there's any criminal activity within plain view, per the plain view doctrine, to justify probable cause to search your vehicle, or to smell for any odor of marijuana or any other illegal substance. The second question they may try to pull on you is, "Are you okay in there? Is there any reason that you're keeping the window up?" It implies concern or suspicion, subtly pressuring compliance. 3, "Can I see your license and registration?" while gesturing to roll the window down. If your window is barely open, they'll often pair this with a request to open it more for an easier handoff. All you need is sufficient space to roll the window down, have a few inches, be able to hand the registration, your license, insurance, or any other documents to the officer, but also to be able to have effective communication. Number 4, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" Now, obviously, watch that as a trick because they're seeking an admission from you without having to tell you why they pulled you over. A conversational starter, that is. If the window's barely open, this might be paired with a request to speak up or roll it down. Number 5, this one I saw in a video yesterday with another channel. I thought it was hilarious. The young lady who had in the back seat of the car had a pit bull, and this officer was going on about, "I love pit bulls. I have 2 at home," and so forth and on. "Can I pet your dog?" And she fell for it, rode the window down, and allowed the officer to pet the dog. And then they tried to use that to justify the basis for a search, saying that they smell marijuana. Of course, they never found any marijuana. It's friendly sounding, but may also be a way to get a better look or smell inside the car, as I described. If the dog reacts, it may also be used to justify further investigation. If they ask to pet your dog, the other problem that creates you is a position of liability because, especially if you got a pit bull or another type of dog that can be a little bit aggressive, the dog may bite the officer, and then that will create all kinds of issues. Number 6, step out of the vehicle. This avoids the window issue altogether and puts you outside your car, just as I described a moment ago. Number 7, please roll the window down, and they'll claim officer safety. They'll say that they feel you're being evasive. This can put pressure on you, but you may not be legally required to do so. And number 8, they'll ask you, "Is there a reason that you're not rolling the window down?" And then what that does is it creates an air of suspicion and to intimidate you, as if to cause you to be defensive. Are you doing something illegal, which you may want to try to prove that you're not, and then therefore roll the window down. So understand your rights, and thank you for your time, and help me get to that 10,000 subscriber goal by July 31st. Have a great day.